All right. Good day, good day, good day. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yeah. How are you guys doing? It's gonna be fun today, man. I just know it. It is going to be fun. I have the yeah, that's what I said, the high senior Mega 7. Just turn this up a little bit. High senior Mega 7, Juzear, Harrier, Twistura, Woodnote, and Orchestra. So yeah. And I'm gonna do it like how I used to do before. I'm gonna write some notes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna write some notes. Yep. Let me write here. How do I make a new one here? Okay. So I'm not sure where to start though. Maybe I can do with the cheapest one. I think the cheapest one would be, what's the cheapest one here? No, I think the Twistura Woodnote. It's $151. So yeah, I start with the Woodnote, but man, the Woodnote, these has tuning nozzles, so I'll probably do it last. I'm so excited with the Harrier, the Orchestra, and the Mega 7. So I'll do the Woodnote last. I'll probably do the Harrier first. Yeah. Dude, like, you don't have any idea how much patience I put into this. What I mean by that is I had to constrain myself not listening. I graphed them first, but you know, like, weekends are usually my first impression, so, and I don't want to spoil it because I just think it's fun doing it with you guys. So anyhow, so yeah, let's start with the Harrier first. Harrier is here. I already graphed it, so already just move this away here. This is the box. If you can see the box, yeah. And it's like a typical Juzear box, you know. I start earlier. Yeah. I'm so excited today, dude. Like, I have so many good sets. So I don't know if you're interested with the unboxing of the Harrier, but comes with this. I don't know. Is this a necklace or something? I think it's a necklace with the actual Harrier stone in it. The carrying case with, ooh, this is nice. You actually get, wow, ear tip cases. You have ear tip cases here, which is nice. Yeah, I like that. So you have silicone foams. No, silicone foams, silicone ear tips, and then foams. And then normal, no, so that was liquid silicone. These are normal silicone ear tips. So these are nice. Actually, I like that they actually included ear tip cases. Not a lot of companies include ear tip cases, and you don't have any idea how much of a lifesaver they are. I mean, if you've already been in the hobby for quite some time, it's one of the essentials, you know? It's one of the essentials. So, forgot. So yeah, it's like a Juzear, like a typical Juzear carrying pouch. It's actually, so they have, it's nice. It's like it's a carrying case. You can, it's hard enough actually. It's hard enough that you can put in your luggage and not put much weight on it. So this is nice, and with a strap in here too. It's quite complete. I like it, yeah. But we're here for this, and I already opened it because I already graphed it, right? But let me just change the ear tips though. I feel like, do I want to use the normal one? Because when I graphed it, there seems to be like a very, very significant dip in the treble. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the graph later. But this is what I don't like about graphing first, because you know, like bias, there's going to be like a mental bias, but I think I can manage that just okay. Bruh, liquid silicone, do I use like, okay, I'll try to use liquid silicone. They actually feel and look good, so all right, because I don't want the treble to leak. If there's a treble leak, then right. So these are the IMs here. Are you able to see that? Ooh, nice, nice, yeah. It's like a review, but it's not. It's live streaming, you guys. But just slower because I don't do the cutting. You don't have any idea, and I don't know, like, not a lot of people do my kind of style in making videos. I like cutting my videos. Do you know Rip Trippers? I used to make videos before about vapes, and I kind of like copied how Rip Trippers do it. Do you know Rip Trippers? He cuts the space or the silence, right? So anyhow, the Harrier. Here we go with the Harrier, guys. Harrier. All right, first impression. Now, what am I gonna going to listen to? Okay, I'm gonna listen to the octave here. I have the octave. So the octave, so I've got the Shanling M3 Plus, and so the Shanling M3 Plus is Cirrus Logic 43198, I think. This is like currently a lot of the apps have been using it. And then I have a Shanling M3X, which is an ESS DAC. And when I listened to the octave again, I was reminded why I like ESS based sources. So yeah, I don't know, there's just something about ESS sources that makes they appear brighter, but mainly because they are more nuanced on the treble. That's just me. I feel like they are more nuanced in the treble. So, and they have more, I don't know, like, it's just more realistic for me. The Cirrus Logic though is more fun. I have to give that to Cirrus Logic. All right. Let me go to my test tracks here. Are you guys ready? Here is the Harrier, y'all. Unwell by Matchbox 20. Nice. Dude, like, again, the dip and the treble does not make sense here. Okay. Nice details, yeah. Dude, so far it's not offensive. Which really is like graph is really not everything, man. Like okay, so if I show you how it graphs here, let me just remove that. Remove. So this is how it graphs, okay? And yeah, it's like my balance with just very high dip in there, and that's what I said. That's what I said about the planar drivers. They seem to, I don't know, like I don't know what's going on here. Like it doesn't even sound dark. It could be just really my coupler, the way I measure stuff. But it's the same with it's just let's say JTIS here. Yeah. They seem to have that, but mine is just like boop down, but dude, this is really All right, let's try under my umbrella here. Oh, okay. Now I did notice that little bit of because there's a dip around, I don't know, which starts maybe around after 8K or something. So there's a dip there that changed the timbre on the what's this one? Drumstick. Which doesn't make sense. Why would you want the drumstick? It's just me. I just know that sound really, really well. So dip at I'm taking notes, okay? Probably 10K makes timbral inaccuracy. Okay. All right. Let's continue. So far, cymbals are near natural sounding. This is like so this is how would I describe this though? This is like neutral with a bass boost, yeah. And I don't even call it a bass boost. It's just a little bit of coloration to it. Because all right, let's try playing God in here. The Harrier is nope. I think it's $300. $300. Yeah, it's expensive. It's the stage is not so big, which is I like. It means it's close to how the recording is. You know, it's not supposed to be wide. Wait, let me just... Is it close to the Da Vinci? Let's see here. Yeah. I don't get why... I don't get this dip in here. It definitely has more of that, and I want to capture that. Okay, let's try get lucky here. Yeah, definitely base has very good how do I say this? It has good presence. Like, it's neutral with a coloration in the base, really. I mean, I don't even call it a coloration, dude, because even with neutral, it's supposed to have base. Okay, neutral is supposed to have base. Base. And everything is just really smooth. But looking at... Oh, man. But looking at price point, though, this is in the 250 to 499, right? Something has to go here. Yeah, I think Shuei should go. I don't know. I just feel like Shuei is going, and I put Harrier in there. I already know this is going to be an possible S rank. Alright, let's try the worst by Polyphia. So the worst by Polyphia is... There's I think in the... I think like around 1 minute mark, when they start hitting the symbols, it gives you that sense of space and separation of the stereo imaging. So I'm trying to see if it has enough stage depth. So apparently the worst by Polyphia is actually not the worst. Ooh. There is a very, very good holographic stage in here. Not wide, but proportionate. I would say proportionate. So the sense of space is there. All right, here we go. Oh, is it? No, not yet. And you know what? Like, even with the gain there, like that, like 3K, is it 3K? Not even 3K gain, right? Ooh, I like that. Yeah. It is very proportionate, so... Ooh. It's nice, man. Like, the Harrier is definitely... Like, oh man, it's just... Everyone is going for reference sounds now. I just... It's so hard. Like, I just had the 142, right? It's close to the 142, as you can see. The 142 is brighter, though. So if you want that... And I think, like, although they have the similar amount of bass in there, I feel like the 142 does it better. But... It's not even in the warmer side. No, it's not. I don't call it warm. It's just neutral. And the thing about... I'm saying that it's not warm because it's more focused on the sub bass and a little bit of mid bass in there, so it doesn't appear to be warm. It's just neutral. It's just neutral, dude, with some sub bass boost, or I don't even call it a boost because it's not really like... The Duno 142 is a sub bass boost. Like, you hear there is a boost there in the sub bass every hit. The Harrier, although almost the same amount of sub bass in there and like almost the same glide, just has a little bit of lift in there. just a little bit of lift, if that makes sense. Alright, let's try. What do I try? Oh man, this is good. Okay, let's try my Yoroshka tracks here. Like, I have to listen to Yoroshka, dude. Bummer. Let's try. Oh. Bruh. It is so intimate. The vocals are so intimate. Very good separation, man. I should say this is one of the best separations in this price. Bro, this is so good. I mean, on the track that I'm listening, okay, I'm biased, but okay. So I'm getting like P50 feels, but with just more bass. Okay, so I'm getting P50 with just more. The P50 is just flat out. I already shot my review on the P50. It is very good. I really like it. Oh man, but I feel like this is on, like, so the P50 sounds more open. Maybe it's because of the open back. But the Juzear is more, the Harrier is more intimate, but the separation of instruments and the imaging is much better than the P50. I really like the P50, man. I almost gave it a perfect score, and just the bass, man, I just cannot love it. So everything is 3 except for the bass. I give 2.5 for the bass of the P50. But they sound very open. I could have given like a 3.5 for the technicalities because it is very open sounding because of the open back nature of it. But Juzear is like, it fixes the P50's bass. It's like P50 with, they fix the bass. And I don't know, this might be my next perfect score that I am. This is... Dude, Sui sounds very good on this. Oh man. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something about the mixing engineers. The mixing engineers and the mixing engineers and the mastering engineers. So when they do the mixing and the tracks, they monitor. It's not done in one time, right? They repeat the process. The vocalist, they do that one more every time. Sometimes they use headphones. They may use speakers, but most of the time I think they just use headphones. But the thing is, when they master the track, because it's EQ'd anyway, right? Like every second of it, it's EQ'd. And do you know what memory they go back? They go back to the memory when they monitored the recording. Does that make sense? That is their baseline. So for example, like, you know, well, unless if the mastering engineer or the mixer is a musician himself, he knows how instruments sound, or... But with the vocals, they go back to the memory where they were monitoring the recording. And so the EQ stuff based off of that memory. Does that make sense? And do you know what that memory is? That memory is based off from the neutral speakers or the headphones they're using, which is also neutral. And usually with those speakers, they don't sound wide, they sound intimate. And so that's why like recordings are, there's a lot of factors, that there's a lot of things going into recording stuff. All right, this is so good, man. Like, if you are looking for like a neutral sound, dude, like, I don't know. This is so good. Like, what? 359 though. Like, dude, this is so. Yeah, Harrier should be actually, I don't know. It's gonna be on top probably. Oh man. Yeah. Man, the separation is crazy good. And I'm not okay, I may be overreacting to this, but when I review stuff, I always get locked into a specific price range, and I created this price range based off of my personal expenditure. Like, if I have to upgrade, how would I upgrade? How much money do I have to spend? So this is based off of my, you know, how much am I willing to spend? That makes sense. This is already very. This is like mid tier stuff in here. So a lot of things are getting. So a lot of people are already in this stage because, like, I think the audiophile hobby, or this hobby, I think it boomed right after COVID when people were like, there was nothing to do at home, like, and they'll go back listening to music. I don't know, like I did, and ordering stuff. So I thought, like, well, probably it's time to buy some IEMs. And so I did, and then I discovered Facebook groups and stuff like that. And I feel like um the hobby has already matured enough to reach to this certain level. Like, I don't know, there may be beginners, but I feel like beginners, it's just also because of the nature of, like, the nature of the reviews and stuff. There's so many reviewers now. There's a lot of people talking about earphones compared to like 3 or 4 years ago. And you can see that by the subscribers. Criticals already, like, and HBB. There's just more people watching these kind of videos, and more people are going into the hobby. And I feel like everyone's in this level here, the 251 to 499. Everyone's in here, and they're not upgrading, man. They're just sticking in here because, like, when I heard the Rockies, I don't feel the need to upgrade. I really don't. Like, it's just, I put the Rockies in the 500 to 1000. I put the Rockies in the 1000. I just thought that was it. That was endgame potential for me. And the same with the Chue as well. When I heard the Chue, it reminded me of the Supernova. So, and still, like, there are still good sounding sets in here, like the Pilgrim, the S15. That they're not just talked about. And like, even with my list here, you see this list in here being talked about by other reviewers as well. But anyhow, let's. This is the P50 that I this is good. Okay, let me. You know that? Do you know that? Vocals are so good. Do you know that instance when like you don't want to skip and you just want to finish the whole song? That's the Juzear Harrier is giving me that. Oh man. And you can blast your volumes here because there's no peaks or anything. This is carefully tuned by Mark, dude. Like, and I'm not even shilling. Bruh, I'm so excited to try it with my drums. Bruh, it's so good. The separation and everything is so good, man. Okay, let me try male vocals here. What do I have for male vocals? I have Air Supply. You guys listen to Air Supply? How's it compared to the DZ4? No, this is I know I like the DZ4, but no, this is a little bit different. DZ4 does not really have bass. I like the DZ4 though, but this is on another level. Let's try All Out of Love. Oh no, Lost in Love. Does it actually look good in person? Yeah, I think. It's not like strikingly stunning, if you know what I mean. But it's not bad. It's like giving you like Da Vinci vibes, you know? Let me show it to you cuz it's like almost looking like wood or something, but stunning? No, I wouldn't say it's stunning. It's just futsu. Oh, futsu is like normal in Japanese. Futsu. It's it's normal. It's not stunning like it's like a normal faceplate. Like I don't know. We're kind of like yeah, it's there. Chue. No, I've already said the Chue is something else. It's like they're just wavy pattern to it that when you look at it like wow. But this is like just another colored faceplate stuck to the shell and that's it. So futsu. Oh man. Okay, am I done? Am I done here? I think I'm done with the Harrier, dude. It's been how many? Like 30 minutes already, and I still have 4 of these to test, dude. The Harrier is amazing. Oh man. I don't know. I have to. Okay, we're done with the Harrier. Where do we go next? I guess we go next to the Orchestra. Any plans to get your hands on Noah Flip Ears? I don't know. I actually reached out to like Flip Ears owner, but I know they're expensive, man. Like I know he's Filipino, but reached out. I don't have. I want to hear them first, and I'm not based in the Philippines now, so it could have been easier. Yeah. Would have been nice if I could, you know, try it out. Like I don't like even if it's just like a loan or something, I don't really plan on like keeping them. Maybe a loan would really help, you know. What are these? Why? Okay, so JT's did send me silicone ear tips for this one. Dude, like the Orchestra 2, so I'm going to do Orchestra now, and the Orchestra 2 looks... This is amazing. Who was that guy? New Type 79, when you say like the shells are good on the, these are amazing. Okay, like let me just lower the, let's lower. Okay, these are amazing, man. These are what you call amazing because these are transparent and you can see through the shells. And I mean, I've seen a lot of this in Japan, like transparent, but it never ceases to amaze me. I don't know, there's something about transparent that yeah, there's something about transparency that is so nice to look at. That's a nice pun. Transparency. It does, like, I know. I have the aims. Okay, let me just, I have the AM16 here. And I'll show it to you. Or do I? No, I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I have them, of course. What are the odds, dude? Like, what are the odds? It's just blue, but no, is it green or something? But yep, there we go. But yeah, the Orchestra just looks much better. I keep my IMs, yeah. Cause who knows when am I gonna, you know, like compare them, right? All right, so let's put some ear tips in here. Dude, and the cable is also nice. And oh, the Harrier, by the way, was I think $350. This one here, how much is this? Oh wait, sorry about that. Okay, so that you can see it more, much better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Don't they look nice? Yeah. They look amazing, dude. And the honeycomb design is, I like a pearl, I don't know, like there's like a pearl something to it. Like the pearl, how do you even call it? I'm from an island in the Philippines where we produce a lot of pearls, but it's like it changes colors depending on the light, like there's green or mother of pearl coating or something, but you know what I mean. Anyhow. So how much are these? Kiwiears Orchestra 2. I think these are $349. So about the same as the Harriers then. And all right. Fit and comfort, pretty good. So yeah, if design wise, I'd probably choose this over the Harrier. Design wise. Okay, so you have pneumatic issue because these are BA, right? Now, yeah, these are gonna be, it's not for you because these does it have a vent? I don't think these have ventings. Now, yeah, so these are not for you, but these are definitely for me. What I mean by that is, so if you play on stage, the pneumatic venting, or no, like the all BAs would really have a benefit because it adds extra grip. So it's just the way it is. So yeah, if especially if you play drums where you have to move your head a lot, then you don't have, imagine you have to adjust your earphones and you're only, dude, the drums cannot fail. Like everything else can fail. Like the guitars can fail because the drums beat is going to catch it anyway. Bassist can fail because we're gonna catch it anyway. But when the drummer fails, everything just goes into the abyss. And so that's why we have click tracks, to keep up on track and everything. Like even with the most professional drummers, they always have click tracks, metronome and stuff, because it's hard to count. It's hard to count. It's hard to count. It's just hard to count. Seems like the Horizon competitor. I never really liked the. I mean, the Horizon is okay, but just that treble. And okay, I'll show you the graph. Yeah. All right. So Orchestra 2. So that's what it looks like over there. It's actually like Harrier. It's like Harrierish, right? With more treble in there. Well, and let's find out if it really does have treble. All right. Let's dig in. Okay, let me just lower my volume. And test tracks. Unwell by Matchbox 20. Okay, so there is a little more forwardness in the treble there. Very natural timbre. Well, let me hear that again. Yeah, resolution is not that forward, I would say. So let me just overlay the horizon here. I think the horizon it's much brighter. It really is. And you can see there in the peak. And it's much leaner in the base too. Others are much fuller. So yeah, you may actually like it's clean sounding, to say the least. The horizon is clean sounding, but I would probably choose the 142. I just like there's better balance with the 242 when it comes to treble and bass. Maybe it's just me though. Man, these are also very good. Dude, my list is already full. Where do I put this? Oh, something has to go. Now, if the Harrier leans on like a little bit of the warmer side, the Orchestra 2 leans on the brighter side. Yeah, I'm thinking AFUL actually. So probably AFUL goes to honorable mention and Orchestra 2 here. Yeah. But I don't know. I may change that. But the reason for that is I also do but I don't do gaming. I play games. I play Mobile Legends, but I don't use earphones for that. I game every day. I do Mobile Legends, but not competitive gaming like FPS. And YU9, I already sent the YU9 2A though. The YU9 2A is no, yeah, it's almost similar to the YU9 2A's treble. So the treble energy here, it's not as, so I'm thinking when I maybe when I play drums, this is going to be like the treble isn't going to be as natural, like the cymbals aren't going to be as natural. So, but let me just listen to it more, okay? Um, Under My Umbrella, they're fine. The treble is fine. Around the edge of being having that BA timbre, it's around the edge of that. But I feel like the separation on the Harrier is really much better. Yeah, I feel like, ooh, I think more reviews, dude. I'm already like I don't script my videos, and when I do my videos, I only have a note like that I make in my notepad, and that is, and sometimes it's very funny because like I really pause a lot in my videos, and that's why I have to cut it that way because I don't want to waste your time. So if I'm doing videos, it's gonna be more like this, wherein like I talk and then I pause and then I run out of words, and sometimes I include that because I find it funny. Like with my last video, what did I make? Like the Chue video, I was like, it's like I sometimes I run out of words, and I feel like that it's reminded me of something, and then I just cut in like a Budut's like video in there and put it the Budut's video in there. It's funny. Anyhow, let's uh let's try Playing God in here by Polyphia. And I explained it before. So why I listen to Polyphia Playing God is they're using nylon strings, and I'm familiar with how it sounds because I play guitar. And with so when you listen to timbral accuracies, it's hard to it's hard. I don't know, like if you know the band, if you know what brand they're using, if you know the interface, the pedals that they're using, it's probably the best way. But if you don't have any idea what their interface is and how it really sounds real life, and plus they connect it to an amp or something, right? But yeah, Playing God, it's they're using nylons in there, so should be fine. Wow, this is really like it's boosting some harmonics here, the orchestra too. Okay. Okay, it's this is almost flat neutral, man. I tell you. Now, okay, now don't oh, this is what I hate about listening in succession because the Juzear Harrier was the I was listening to the Juzear Harrier, right? It appeared warmer. Okay. It appeared warmer because it doesn't have a lot of treble, okay? So the Juzear was warmer. But now I'm getting the impression of the Kiwiears orchestra doesn't have bass. But it's wrong. It has bass, as you can see there. It's just that my ears were accustomed to the Juzear. You know what I mean? And that's why first impressions are not really accurate, and I understand that. But it's just fun. Because it always depends on where your where your ears where your ears were tuned to. And so for example, if I was, say for example, I'm listening to, let's say, I don't know, um say Horizon, the whole day, and then I try the Harrier next, then I would think the Harrier would probably be like warm sounding, you know what I mean? So it's always relative to the last you listen to. And you can't escape that because that's just how our brain works. Exactly. That's just how our brain, and it's hard to And that's why it's I know I understand people who, like I admire people who don't want to look at measurements, but at the same time measurement is also science. Like, I don't know, it's just science. Say for example with the I don't know, like Eric. Do you know Eric, like from Hi-Fi Freedom? So we're friends with Eric, and I think he was ranting about the NX8, and I think he made a video about the NX8. It was blah 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 shouty stuff like that. And when I look at the graph of the NX8, it's actually pretty smooth, and it doesn't make sense why he was ranting. So I told him like, "Hey brother, like I think it's time to invest on like couplers, like if you are able to buy stuff like $100, $200 IM, and if you think, you guys, if you think you're going to be in the hobby for long, and if if you feel like you want to keep upgrading, I think it's not bad to invest in some like mic. They're $70, dude. And it's not that, it's just a safety net. Like what if you get a dud unit? Dude, like I got the FIO FP4, FP1, I don't know, like the planner stuff. So when I heard it, I thought like, wow, there's a very big channel imbalance with the left and right. And in the graphs, there is like a 5 dB channel imbalance on the left and right. So I told the FIA rep like, hey, I can review this, but this is not gonna be optimal because there's channel imbalance. Show them the graph, and they sent me a new one. And so as a reviewer, I don't think it's bad to measure stuff because it's also a safety net. And also for you guys, like if you spend your own cash, especially if you spend like $700, you need to have like a safety net. Like what if there's channel matching or something? At least you can prove to the vendor that you have a dud unit, because QC is a real thing. It is a real thing. It happens. But you're not able to prove it. You just say like, oh, what if they miss a filter? And it happens. Sometimes they miss a filter, or I don't know, the some of the resistors are not working. Anything can happen, man. So if you feel like you're spending $1,000, if you feel like you're spending like even around $259 to $499, if you're already around this area here, I think it's not bad to invest on like a Quippler mic. Yeah. All right, let's continue. I was ranting, but anyhow, I'm gonna try the worst by Polyphia. I'm gonna check that stage proportion. So I wonder what's true upgrade from Orchestra. Have I heard the Orchestra Lite? As far as I remember, the Orchestra Lite was warmer. It was warmer, so I think it is, but that's just basing from a very, very long time memory, man. So okay, this is the worst by Polyphia so far. It's very, very transienty, like very snappy in the treble. Yeah. Ooh, good morning there, man. Good morning from Idaho here. Potatoes for you. All right, here we go. Now, the bass on the Orchestra Lite, though, it's not as good as the Harriers. Of course, this is a BA bass, right? It's not bad. I mean, I'm not talking to you. I'm checking about like the stage proportion in here. They're not. Yeah, timbre is okay, but I'm really I want to try it with my drums. It can change. It may be too bright for drumming, but I don't think that's the case. So is this better than Horizon? Kind of like the same level, if you ask me. Horizon is here, right? Oh, I don't know, man. I may actually remove that, but it is much more palatable than the Horizon. What I mean by that is, um, a lot of people are probably gonna like it, but at the same time, it doesn't really stand out on anything. If you want BA base, it's soft ears. Like, I don't know what they feed their BAs, but soft ears BA base is freaking amazing. Like the Studio Force, man. The Studio Force is, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Studio Force. It's soft ears. Studio 4, and my target is actually based off of Studio Force. My neutral target, it's based off of Studio 4. So Studio 4 base is like that. It's low. But you'd be surprised. This is actually like more textured. The BAs on the base on the Studio 4 is more textured than, probably around the same level as the Harrier, but it's definitely more textured than the Orchestra 2. And dude, the RSV freaking freaking I am. It's expensive, but these dude, like this hits so hard. All right. Let's try to get lucky here. The base is just okay. I mean, I can't really complain about the base. So what I think about the not the Harrier, the Orchestra is it's very vanilla, like very vanilla. Like very vanilla for me. I mean, it's following my balanced target there, but let me write it down. And being vanilla is not a bad thing, okay? It's just that with all the pool of IMs and the choices that we have, I'm just looking for an IM that has character. If you know what I mean. What I mean by that is like it has to stand out in a certain way. I mean like because there's so many IMs being released, and if you're into the hobby with like 5 to 10 IMs, at least to have to stand out. You have to use them, dude. You know what I mean? I know, like, I have a lot of IMs sitting here. If there's so many, I can't even count now. And they're not being used, and I feel sad about it. I'm probably just gonna give them away. I really want to do some giveaway, but I can't. I'm not as rich as HBB. His channel is big and he's getting a lot of revenue from that, and that's why he's able to ship from Japan. And shipping from Japan to other countries is also cheaper. Shipping from the US, dude, it's freaking expensive from here. Like even dude, so I had to send stuff back to Hobby Talk because I think I borrowed the Australia. Sent me that. And sending it back, I mean, he's just like, Idaho is like in the border, right? He's just like one state away. But I had to freaking pay $50 on top, a customs fee on top of the shipping. It's crazy. And how much more if, you know, I had to send stuff somewhere else. It's I don't know. So anyhow, going back, where was I? Why was I cut up? I don't know why I stopped. Anyhow, let's try here without you here. Oh, I was talking about vanilla, yeah. It's good. It's good. Just natural sound, really. They're natural sounding, yeah, definitely. Good question. So is the Studio 4 better than the Harrier? No, the Studio 4 is just there for my reference. The Studio 4 is, for me, the closest to neutral. It is boring. And it is satisfyingly boring for me. Satisfyingly boring. I just find that the Studio 4, because I was, yeah, this is based off of memory, but um, I just know what it sounds like when mixing a track. They're just dry sounding when you just when finished recording everything from studio. They sound bland, and that's why when you mix and master something, you actually have to apply a lot of EQs and stuff, and it also depends on your microphone. The Studio 4 is closer to that sound, and that's why I made it my reference. Not exactly that, but it's just my reference. So it doesn't necessarily have to sound better. It's just for me. So what I use my Studio for now is, for example, like this case, like I'm supposed to like do some impressions 2 or 3 days prior. I usually use my Studio for so that I have a flat. So I'm does it make sense? Like I'm making my brain perceive flat as possible so that I can give proper impressions. So that's my function for the Studio 4. Um, but also, if I don't get to use the Studio 4 every night, I also use the an earbud. It's called Case Earphone K64. You know what? I'm just gonna change my battery here real quick. So, the K64 is also very neutral. So I use that before I go to sleep. So yeah. So if Studio 4 is better than the Harrier, I don't think no, but I feel like the Harrier is much, it's much better for listening. I feel like it's much better for listening. Not really like flatness per se, but with the overall engagement and with character, I think the Harrier is much better than the Studio 4 in that regard. There's more, how do I say, there's just really the separation and imaging of the Harrier is so fun to listen to. The realism of the it's not like the realism in timbre, but it felt like I was in the studio when I was listening to it. Like I felt like I was there, and that character alone is already enough to have a worthwhile purchase. Like this is your hard-earned money, and we have time to listen stuff. I don't know when you listen to your IMs. I like listening to them like in the morning, like these every day when my brain is wandering. So um and that's the bad thing too, because as a reviewer I actually don't get the chance to listen to a lot of music because I get tied to schedules, like, oh, I have to, and which is sad. But if I have to, I always grab for I always grab for, you'll be surprised, I always grab for um S12 2024. So S12's 2024's Z got Horizon, Pilgrim, and Cadenza 12. So yeah. All right. I think it's time to for the Mega 7. Let's try the Mega 7 now. Yeah, this one is not bad at all. Dude, I am excited for the Mega 7. So, Orchestra 2 is definitely it's good. Yeah, it's good. Could be S, could be A plus. I don't know, depending on pending. But you know what? I think I need to pee first for a while. All right, let's go to the Mega 7. Which one of these do you prefer? For now, so I've only had the Harrier and the Orchestra 2. It's one for the Harrier. I prefer the Harrier for now. And so the Mega 7, guys, we have the Mega 7 here. Oh. And let me just All right. All right, here is the Mega 7. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Hollow resin shell. But can I see through them though? I feel like I can see. No, I don't think I can. Maybe, I don't know. But that's how they look. So this is a 1DD 6BA, I guess. 1DD 6BA. Much cheaper than the Mega 5 ESTs. Dude, I was disappointed. I'll be honest. I'm a high senior fan, and if you look at Mega 5P on HeadFi, I think I'm the only one who reviewed it, or the first one to review it. So I'm a shill. That's my reference set, and it still is like warm balance reference set. But dude, I was just disappointed with the Mega 5. I was like, the base was, it graphed good, but the base was like, huh. And the ESTs, they were not as I expected them to be. I mean, it didn't have that EST. They have, but they're just grainy. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's source dependent or something. But anyhow, we have the Mega 7 in here. And so Kryn said it's closer to the... What was that? No, not the Daybreak. Meta? Meta, right? But the meta, I didn't like the meta, to be honest. Oh, wait. So I have the meta here and the Mega 7. Pretty close in there. I don't have the Astral. I feel like the Mega 7 is just one Astral. Oh, really? Could be. They reversed, probably they just reversed engineered it. Let me find who has the Astral. Okay, let's try Timmy. I know his graph. I know his I've seen his coupler, and his coupler and mine are pretty close. So he's got that Astral in there. How about the Megas? Doesn't he have the Mega 7? Oh no, Timmy. I thought he graphed it. Okay, let's try Jatis. Yeah, kind of. There's a lot of like yeah, it's Meta and Horizon as well. Actually, it's pretty close to the Horizon. Look at that, dude. Like, I don't even know. Oh no, sorry guys. I'm not showing it to you for a while. There we go. So Horizon, and that's Meta in there. Yeah, it's pretty really so Mega7 and Horizon. I hope I like it. I don't know. All right, let's try this out here. Mega7. Here we go. So Unwell by Matchbox 20. Okay, good resolution. Yeah. Let me just stay in here. Okay, so tonality is neutral, leaning to bright, which exactly what Meta was. So, see that neutral with a little bit of brightness in there. I don't really hear a lot of bass boost, a little bit forward mids, but a little bit bright. Let's try Under My Umbrella here. That is intense. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So cymbals, they're at the edge of being, but I'm surprised it doesn't have that, like, it's the treble is boosted, but not in a way that it changes the timbre on cymbals. But they are forward, so they will get your attention, okay? So the treble forwardness on this Mega7, it's going to get your attention. But from this just a few seconds of listening, I feel like this is already like a better Horizon. This is just way better implementation on the treble. I mean, the Horizon has a planar, and again, as I've told before, planar drivers have to be tamed down. Probably almost the same as the Juzear Harrier tame level. Like, did you see my grab of the Harrier? Like, you would think this is freaking. I don't know. I have to redo this. This doesn't make sense. This really does not make sense. Like, look at that drop in there. But no, it has treble. It has treble. The Harrier has treble. But you know what? It reminded me of the Meteor treble. Actually, it's very smooth. The Meteor treble is, I don't know. It's probably my coupler. I really think I need to redo that. But I feel like the implementation of the treble on the Harrier is very similar to the Meteor. And Meteor, mind you, is one of the best. For me, it's the smoothest treble from a microplanar. It just says me. The Harrier is pretty close to that. There's some inaccuracies with the upper harmonics, but I don't mind that. All right, let's go back here. Let's try Playing God by Polyphia again. Okay, Nylon sounds fine. I'm writing my notes. Oh, okay. That's some nice. That's cute. That is interesting. This is funny. This is interesting. So there is bass there, but it. How do I even explain it? I can't explain it. Let me remove the meta here. So it's the bass is. It's cute. What I mean by cute is like. Okay, it is complete sounding. Like it has good sub bass and good mid bass, like very good combination, but scaled down. So imagine John Cena. I don't know how tall John Cena is, but imagine John Cena being like just 5 foot tall. Like, you know, it's like very good complete bass, but it's scaled down, which is, I was like, what? That wasn't supposed to sound like that. So it felt like that, which is, I mean, it's not a midget, but John Cena. I don't know if John Cena 5 foot is cute or something, but okay, let's try Get Lucky here. So this has some good bass. Okay, that's much better. There's actually good separation of bass and everything here. So it's really not that much different with the orchestra, I feel like. I mean, like, I know there's a little bit of difference there because this is DD versus BA, right? Oh, hello there. I'm good. I'm having fun in here. Like so many good sets today. So right now I'm in the Mega7. So going back here, it felt like it's on the same ballpark as the orchestra. Probably a little bit thinner on the male vocals too. But then again, more resolution. But again, it's resolution is also not just always about treble boost. I thought it'd be tomorrow. I thought too. Alright, so I'm doing The Worst now by Polyphia. Let's see if it has good imaging and stereo separation here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. Very... Okay, that's nice. Yeah, kind of like nice stage. It's not airy, but definitely proportion is there. Yeah, the stage on this is wider than deeper. Um so it gives you that it's not really like a circular proportional stage, it's more of like there's definitely some space and width to it, and it may appeal to everyone, or not everyone, but some people. Super Mix Treble is so tame more than the Meteor, really? Let's see. I'm not sure who's graphed the Super Mix 5. Audio Amigo. Oh, dang. That is a nice looking graph. It's probably about the same. This is a nice looking graph, man. This is nice. This is like... This is a very nice looking graph. Reminds me of... I don't know, is it even close to the EM10? I don't think so. Wait, is it Harman? Not quite. Yeah, it's probably not quite though. Remind me of on 5128. No, it's about the same. This is nice looking. Reminds me of something I can't think of. Oh man. Yeah, kind of variations. It doesn't even have a peak in there. That's interesting. Daybreak, probably not. So, P50 then. Haha, yeah. Kind of like P50-ish. That's interesting. That probably not, no, not Galileo. Galileo has more 1K. Doesn't have Galileo too. Oh, okay. More 1K on the Galileo. Or probably, yeah. Could be. No, probably not. This is nice. Wow. I know, like they ghosted me. I asked the rep like, I could buy them though. All right, let's continue the Mega7 here. Could be, yeah. AJ07. I really like the AJ07, dude. But not the M. Not the M. Who has the OG07? Oh, like that graph is so rare Pokemon, dude. Like, I know HBB has the AJ07, but kind of, not quite, but yeah. Alright, let's try some Yoroshika tracks here. Bummer. Yeah, I'm trying to figure, like, this is again another vanilla, dude. And when Crane said it's closer to the meta, dude, I did not like the meta. It has some weird timbre going on in there. Because the meta has a planar, right? Does it have a planar? Or probably I'm wrong. To be a 1D. Oh, I forgot, dude. Did they even tell the if it has, I don't know, if it has a planar or something. But anyhow, um yeah, they don't have them, dude. But okay, let me just there. There's more peak. Yeah, this one here is noticeable for me on the meta, and I just listened to it for like test songs, and I didn't touch it again. And I reviewed the I think it came from Paul, so because Paul had both. But yeah, but for me the Mega 7 is, it's much safer in the treble era, but it's still forward. So with all the things that I've listened to now, the Harrier, the Orchestra Light, and the Mega 7, it feels like Harrier is leaning on like the warmer side. Orchestra Light is like U-shaped, kind of like U-shaped, and then the Mega 7 is like leaning on the brighter side. But for now, I really prefer the Harrier. It comes off more natural for me, especially with the separation and staging. It is really exceptional for the price. For the price, yeah. Um, it's a, and the bass is also really, it's fun. The 6K dip on the meta. Yeah, yeah, that could be it too. That could be it. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah. I also have the 6K dip, and but that dip should be paired with a lesser bass and a lesser past 10K, because that dip is going to lift the vocals a little bit, and it gives more texture to the bass. But if you have a high bass shelf to begin with, that 6K dip won't work because it will make everything muddy. So that's why that dip in there should be paired with a neutral bass and a lesser upper. And I know it's a little bit of coloration, but it's just me as a vocal person. I like that dip in there. And also that dip in there also removes some artifacts like the sibilance region. They remove that also in mixing and recording, and they EQ that. And sometimes you just can't clean everything, and that dip in there just is like, just helps it clean up a little bit with the sibilance. Oh yeah, hi there. Let me try, I don't know, man. Okay, let me just A-B this. Like, I'm torn between the Harrier. Like, I feel like the Mega 7 is good, but I don't. Oh man. It's actually good, yeah. So I probably prefer this more than the orchestra lights. So for now, it's like Juzear, Harrier, Mega7, and then Orchestra 2. Okay, let me just do that one more time. I want to listen to the Harrier again. Um, yeah, the Harrier's bass is more impactful. But yeah, here's the thing, guys. That dip in there after 10k really ruins the harmonics. So, which is I really like the Harrier separation. It creates that separation and imaging because of the dip. So there's a theory actually about separation and imaging. So let me just pull the Harrier again. So the theory says, where's the Harrier? Okay, the theory says, so the more dip you have, and like in relation to the lowest dip and to the highest something, so that creates very good separation. Like, so you have, I think this sub bass is higher here, so it's, I don't know, like around 70. So that is a very, very high separation there, from the lowest point to the highest. So that should create like, good stage depth and separation, right? With the Mega 7, it doesn't really have that. It's just flat out. I mean, doesn't even have a dip, so it gives you that space sense of like wideness or like flatness, right? But here's the thing with the Harrier though. Yes, the Harrier has the best bass, but it's noticeable for me. I caught the Harrier giving off a very unnatural timbre on the umbrella, under my umbrella track by Incubus. So the drumstick count, like tsk, 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 they sounded dull. Yeah, so the Harrier actually, it's hard to say, but I feel like because of that dip in there, it cuts some harmonics and it goes back around past 10k again, which is, I feel like that's causing it. So the Harrier actually isn't as natural sounding as I wanted them to be. Or maybe this is just me coming from the Mega 5, Mega 7. But hey, it is the Harrier. It's the first. I listened to it first today, fresh, and I caught the. Let me just listen to that again. That drumstick count from. It's not supposed to sound like that. I know how drumstick count sounds, and it's not that. It was strange. So it's under my umbrella here. Yeah. So it's supposed to be snappy. It's supposed to be high pitched because it's you know, it's a stick. Not metal, but still. But it's a little bit different with the Harrier though. It's like it's not complete. Although the cymbals sound okay, but it's like it's not complete. Let me just do that again. Oh, no. Yeah. So that's a bummer. I just realized that now. That's a real bummer. It is an issue there. So yeah, there's a dip in there, and you can see the Harrier It's not only me. I mean, like, let's go to precog and let's see there. He's got a like, oh, like it measures the same as mine, dude. That is really deep. Okay, let's see that. Nope. Graphs, squigs, Juzear, Harrier. Man, where is it? All right, mine graphs exactly like precogs. So, whoo. No, so we probably share the same coupler. This makes sense for me. This sound really makes sense for me. The other ones, like, say for after sounds. Yeah, but there's a dip in there. Like, everyone has that dip in there. JTiz has a... Yeah, JTiz has this 6K dip. Anyhow, like, it's probably Tone Deaf Monk. Yeah, boom, and just down it goes. I don't know. I have to. There's definitely. It's a flavor thing in here. It's the flavor thing. I don't know what to say. What do you guys think? I mean, like the Juzear. I don't know. Like I have to. It's good. It really does have like very good separation. But I'm just worried about like I'm gonna try the drums anyway, and let's see if if it's good sounding or not. But I'm not saying it's bad. These are still solid sets. Now I'm just wondering, where do I put the Mega7 in here? Where do I put? I probably Lecturer EJ07. I still really like that set, man. Dude, what do I replace? The Luna is still also good. But something has to go. For you know what? For now, I'm gonna put it on this level here, and it's either gonna be just either or. So it's just the Orchestra 2 or the Mega7. So for now, I'm gonna put that. But I'm probably leaning on the Mega7 a little bit on the Mega7 here. So yeah, that's the Mega7 in there. Let's do the last one here. The Twistura Woodnote. Okay, dude. This Twistura, guys, like these are very, like, the packaging is reminiscent of Tanstrom level. They are really nice. So look at this, okay? So I open the box in there, and they have like very good quality box. It's like very good quality. You can feel it, okay? And if you've unboxed, it's just very special. It's like opening PlayStation or something. The box is just really good. Okay, so this is like, how much is this? $159, is it? Forgot. Oh wait. All right. So this is the box again. There. And so the items were sitting here. And I like these open stuff. Like you open it and then you're greeted by... So there was a carrying case in there. And so you pull this out and look at that. Different ear tips. Ear cases, I think. And really nice ear tip cases too, like 4 of them. So 4 different kinds of ear tips. And they look like coffins or something, but what is that? Something just fell. Did you see that? Something just fell. This is as raw as it could get, okay? This is... But yeah, these are like I don't think it works. Now I really like how they did it, but the freaking ear tips, they have open sides. Why would you miss making the sides? What is the purpose? If it has to close, at least complete the freaking walls, dude. Did you see that? An ear tip just fell. It's not even a case. Come on, man. Like, why would you do this? Oh, man. Why would they miss the sides? They could have just completed it. It's just a mold. This is just an ear tip holder. Man. Cut cost? Really? Dude. I am so ashamed. I just told you the packaging was good and exceptional, and this happened. So anyhow, and so you've got nozzles in there. I'm disappointed. I'm ashamed. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. No, it does not make sense for me. I don't know why they did that. It is so disappointing. It's like edging, you know, edging? It's like edging, dude. It's like it's not complete. And it's anyhow, here's the stuff in here. Cable though is very, very nice. I really like the cable. It reminded me of I know which cable, but Woodnote in there. It's very, very classy though, I have to say. But dang, that is disappointing, dude. That ear tip case is disappointing. Ah, okay, so okay, I think I'm gonna use one of the ear tips, which is convenient because I don't have to open them because you can see from the side. Yeah, probably that's the purpose, you know, like you don't have to go looking and opening them. You just look at the side. Okay, all right. Yeah, they've got a point in there probably. So I just have to look at the sides then. Well, let's try that then. Okay, just look at the side. Okay, which is okay. This is but what ear tip do I use though? That's the thing. I want to use just the standard ear tip. Not wide, not if they have any. There are different kinds of ear tips going on here. Well, I just have to try it. Okay, I just have to put it in here. Where's that? Oh my god, I can't believe they just did that. To cut costs, this ear tip is interesting. I know, I just picked a random ear tip in there because I can see from the side. Alright, fit is okay. I may experiment with the ear tip here and probably the nozzles too. So let me just take the nozzles out. Alright, put them back. I wanna be as neat as possible, okay? What if I needed other ear tips? I have the Venus Velvet in there if I needed one. Alright, so Woodnote. I have the black what black? the standard, the black nozzle in here. So single DD. Single DD. I'm gonna use the all right, let's try it. Unwell by match. Wow, okay. Nice. Okay, very natural sounding, yeah. Definitely. Is it even neutral? I'd say it's... You know what it reminded me? Pandamon, probably. Yeah, kind of. Okay, under my umbrella. This is like etymodic, this is like etymodic level of kind of like balanced neutral. I mean, I don't have etymodic, but it reminded me of the Pandamon. Okay, let's try playing God here. Very natural sounding. Yeah, this is a nice balance. I'd say, like, I don't know, it's probably neutral, dude. Dude, everything's good in here. Probably balanced. I don't know, it's like in between balance and neutral. And you know DDs are easy to like, they just sound natural, right? Okay, yeah. How about Get Lucky for the bass? Very natural sounding, man. This is interesting, dude. Like, let me... So this is 159, right? Let me just double check. So $151, right? So it falls under this category here. Daybreak? Huh. Yeah. Look at that. This is very natural sounding, man. In a DD form. This is like Daybreak on DD. You can't do the cut. You can't do the tuck on a DD because it's just the nature of it. But I probably think this is good enough for a reference neutral sound. I really do think. Like, I can do with a little bit of mid bass in there. Because that mid bass is going to mitigate that peak in there. So if you want more coherent sound, I think the Woodnote is a one to go. And it's more coherent than hybrids too, because it's just coming from a single transducer. Yeah. Do you know? No. What did Falcon Ultra though? Like, let's see here. The single DDs, right? Yes, it's less brighter than the Falcon Ultra. Falcon Ultra is more, I don't know, like more U-shape, more engagement with the Falcon Ultra. Okay, let's try The Worst here by Polyphia. Checking that stage depth. This is interesting. Dude, like all four today sounds really, really good. This is a very fun stream, man. At least for me. I don't know if you're having fun in there. Oh, man. What do I have here? Another one. 142. Let's see. Yeah, could be. Yep. Very because it's a DD, right? Very natural sounding. So far, it's really natural. Oh man, I can't. I'm lost for words. What else? P50. Yeah, it's closer to P50, dude. I really like the P50. That there is a little that shout there is noticeable though. Like it can be intense. Because it also has an abrupt dip, so that can be a little intense sounding for people who are sensitive to peaks. That's why for me P50 sounds better than the Daybreak because it has that, you know, 5K. But really, it's not, the stage is not wide, but it does have good sense of space, good stage depth. So wow. Do I put it here though? What do I replace? Probably the Dragonfly. I really like the Dragonfly, but I'm gonna put this here. And Woodnote. Question mark, yeah. Let me try Yoroshikahi. Yeah. It's nice, man. This is good. I don't want to skip. You know, those are those moments when I don't want to skip. And they fit really well too, so I'm thinking this can be used on stage. So for those of you who are looking for a natural sound without the tuck, because sometimes not a lot of people like the tuck, and even for me, I just, if I were to choose like a mid bass in there and a tuck, I'd probably choose the mid bass because real life instruments does not have a tuck, you know, like they go on like a one. frequencies don't have crossovers, okay? The tuck was just made because they were mimicking how sub bass would work on a flat speaker, and so they want to boost the bass without ruining the mids. But flat speakers on studios, that they don't have I don't know if they have sub bass. They're just coming from one speakers. I don't know, maybe they cross over or something, but our ears are used to listening to single transducers like DDs and other stuff. And yeah, they don't sound, so that's why DDs sound natural. So yeah, this is promising. I mean, except for that freaking ear tip case, man. But dude, so if I were to rank my listening today, I don't know. I liked both the so I'd probably put the same level at Mega7 and the Woodnote for, and then the Harrier and the Orchestra light. I like the Harrier at first, but I just felt like there were timbral inaccuracies in there. Like the timbral was a little bit, it's not boxy, it's hard to explain. I will do more testing though. Yeah, oh, you use for gaming could be good for gaming. Oh, versus the Kima. Kima is natural balance, but Kima 2, let's see there. Yeah, pretty close, I guess, I would say. But then again, I told you there's a peak, right? I think Kima 2 still sounds more natural because look at that peak in there. I did tell you that that peak in there is noticeable. But very natural glide. Look at that, very similar to the Kima 2. Just a little more shoutier. Just a little bit shoutier. Kima 2 still has the edge because again, it's much cheaper, and that's, you know, it's just natural sounding. So, but if you want more like maybe a reference kind of sound, I don't know, I may have to do more testing, but for the Harrier for gaming could be, yeah, because of that stage depth and separation, that can be very good for gaming, I feel. But for, I don't know, I may need to test them again, dude. Like, I need to have like 4 different sessions of these sets. Wow, interesting, very, very interesting live stream today. I think that is it for today, guys. Yeah, I'm running out of time. We're going somewhere. We're going to, I don't know, see the snow or like go to caves and stuff today. But it's been fun. Yeah, I I enjoy the stream. Dude, I have to make that ear tip case hyped. I don't see the sense of it. Like, it is disappointing and funny at the same time. I really don't know what to think about it. So yeah, Kima 2 still is natural sounding for me. I still think, but it's not far behind. The Twistura Woodnote is, yeah, it's good too. So yeah. I know Kima 2 is too good. It is very good. Very natural sounding, very balanced sound. You can't end game with that. So I think that is for today, guys. Been really, thank you so much for wasting your time with me today. Really enjoyed enjoy the stream. Yeah. So keep an eye on my review. I will be posting my review on the P50, the RSV Mark II, and these will follow. I'll probably do the Juzear first because it's on tour, so I have to send it to someone, or yeah, somewhere. Yeah, it's good stuff today, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. Keep posted. If you are not subscribed yet, really help the channel a lot. If I earn more, I'd probably buy some stuff. Because, you know, not a lot of vendors send stuff, so I may be buying them in the future. So yeah, thank you so much again. See you next time. Enjoy your day. Have a great weekend. Bye for now. Yeah.